Welcome to Fluency Game. Today, we're going to talk about 7 habits that can change the way you learn English forever. If you really want to speak English fluently, you need to stop studying like everyone else and start learning the smart way, with focus, consistency, and action. These habits will help you think in English, speak naturally, and remember words without effort. So, if you want to improve your English faster, hit the like button, subscribe, and stay with me until the end, because we're going to build the foundation for real fluency, step by step. In this video, you'll learn how small daily habits can completely transform your English. You'll understand how to use your time better, how to practice even when you're alone, and how to make English a natural part of your life. Each habit is simple, practical, and powerful. You don't need perfect grammar, expensive courses, or hours of study, just the right mindset and consistent action. Ready? Let's start building your fluency, one habit at a time.
Habit 1. Think in English every day. If you want to become fluent, you must train your brain to think in English, not just translate. This is the habit that truly changes everything. Start small. When you wake up, describe what you're doing in English. Say, I'm getting out of bed. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making breakfast. When you go out, think, I'm walking to work. I'm waiting for the bus. I see people around me. Don't worry if your sentences are short or simple. The goal is to make English part of your thoughts. Every time you think in English, your brain becomes faster and more natural with the language. At first, it will feel strange, but after a few days, you'll notice it's easier to remember words and express ideas. Thinking in English turns learning into living, and that's how fluency begins. Don't wait for the right moment to practice. The moment is your day. When you wake up, say in your mind, it's time to get up. I'm still sleepy. I need some water. When you're in the kitchen, think, I'm making coffee. I need a spoon. The water is hot. If you're getting ready, say, I'm choosing my clothes. Where are my shoes? I'm late again. On your way to work or school, describe what you see. The street is busy. It's cold today. That car is very fast. When you're studying, think, I understand this word. This sentence is difficult. I'm learning something new. Even small situations count. I'm washing the dishes. I'm closing the door. I'm turning on the lights. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. You're training your brain to create automatic links between words and real life. Do this every day. Use English for simple thoughts, plans, and actions. Soon, you'll notice that English isn't something you study anymore, it's something you live.
Habit 2. Repeat out loud what you hear. Repetition is one of the most powerful tools for fluency. When you hear English from a video, podcast, or conversation, don't just listen quietly. Repeat what you hear out loud, exactly as it sounds. This habit trains your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. The more you repeat, the more natural you sound. Think of it like learning a song. The first time, you just listen. The second time, you start singing along. Soon, you know every word by heart. English works the same way. When you watch a video, pause after each sentence and say it yourself. How are you doing today? I'm feeling great. That's a good idea. Try to copy the voice, the emotion, even the speed. It's not about memorizing. It's about training your mouth to move in English. You can also repeat sentences from your day. If you say something in your native language, try to repeat it in English too.
For example, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need some rest. When you're at work, say quietly to yourself, I'm writing an email. I'm calling a client. I'm finishing my report. This constant repetition builds fluency faster than anything else. You're not just learning with your eyes, you're learning with your ears and your voice. Every time you repeat, you get closer to speaking naturally, without thinking.
Habit 3. Use new words immediately. Learning new words is easy. Remembering them is the real challenge. The secret is to use every new word as soon as you learn it. Don't just write it in a notebook and forget it. Find a way to say it, to think it, to live it. The more you use a word, the faster it becomes part of your active vocabulary. It's not about knowing many words, it's about using the right ones naturally. For example, if you learn the word broom, don't wait for the next English class. Use it right away. I need the broom to clean the floor. The broom is in the corner. If you learn deadline, say, I have a deadline tomorrow. This project has a tight deadline. When you hear hungry, use it during the day. I'm hungry now. I was hungry after work. You can practice this with anything around you. When you cook, describe what you're using. I'm using salt. I'm cutting vegetables. When you're at work, talk about your tasks. I'm answering emails. I'm preparing a report. When you go out, describe what you see. The traffic is heavy. The store is crowded. The key is repetition in real life. Each time you use a new word, your brain creates stronger connections. In a few days, you won't just remember the word, you'll own it. That's how vocabulary turns into fluency.
Habit 4. Listen to English every day. Fluency starts with listening. The more you hear English, the easier it becomes to understand, think, and speak naturally. You don't need to study for hours. Just listen while cooking, cleaning, walking, or driving. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference because your brain starts to recognize patterns, rhythm, and sounds automatically. You can listen to short podcasts, YouTube videos, or English music. If something feels too difficult, that's okay. Let your ears get used to it. You don't have to understand every word. Focus on getting the general meaning and the tone of the voice. For example, when you hear, I'll call you later, or let's grab a coffee, you start to recognize how people really speak, not just how textbooks teach. Try to mix different types of listening: slow English for beginners, real conversations, or stories. When you hear something useful, repeat it softly, like, I'm getting ready. See you soon. That sounds good. These short phrases stay in your mind because they come from real context. Over time, you'll start noticing that English no longer feels foreign. It starts to sound familiar, natural, and part of your daily life.
Habit 5. Talk to yourself in English. One of the best ways to improve your speaking skills is by talking to yourself. It may sound strange, but it's incredibly effective. When you speak alone, there's no pressure, no fear of mistakes, and no one judging you. It's just you and your thoughts in English. You can do this anywhere, at home, while walking, cooking, or even driving. Start by describing what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm cleaning the table. I'm getting ready for work. Then move to small plans or thoughts. I need to finish this today. I'm thinking about my weekend. I should call my friend later. Little by little, your sentences will grow longer and more natural. You can also use self-talk to practice new structures. Ask yourself questions and answer them out loud. What am I doing now? I'm studying English. What did I do yesterday? I watched a movie. This kind of mini conversation builds real fluency because it trains your brain to form sentences quickly.
Habit 6. Stop worrying about mistakes. One of the biggest obstacles to fluency is fear. Fear of saying something wrong, sounding strange,
or being judged. But mistakes are not your enemy. They're your teacher. Every mistake shows you what you still need to improve, and that's exactly how progress happens. No one speaks perfectly all the time, not even native speakers. The goal is to communicate, not to be perfect. When you speak and make a mistake, don't stop or apologize too much. Just keep going. If you say, "He go to work every day," your brain will remember it, and next time it will correct itself to "he goes to work every day." That's how natural learning works. The more you practice, the less you'll notice your mistakes, and the more confident you'll become. Confidence doesn't come from speaking perfectly, it comes from speaking often. Every time you talk, you get a little better. So instead of being afraid, be curious. Listen to yourself, learn, and move on. English fluency isn't about perfection, it's about progress.
Habit 7. Stay consistent even on small days. The most powerful habit for fluency is consistency. It doesn't matter if you study for 1 hour or 10 minutes. What truly matters is that you do it every day. Learning English is not a sprint, it's a journey. Every small step you take builds the foundation for the next one. When you practice daily, your brain stays connected to the language, and progress becomes natural. On busy days, do something simple. Listen to one short podcast. Read a few sentences out loud. Repeat 10 phrases you already know. Even watching a short video in English counts as practice. The key is to never skip a day. Some days you'll feel motivated, and some days you won't. But showing up anyway is what separates learners from fluent speakers. Think of English like brushing your teeth, a small habit you do every day that keeps everything in good shape. Keep your momentum, keep your focus, and remember, fluency is built through consistency, not intensity.
You've just learned the 7 habits that can completely transform the way you learn English. None of them are complicated. They're simple, practical, and part of real life. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, teacher, or method. You already have everything you need: your time, your voice, your thoughts, and your daily routine. Fluency isn't something that happens overnight. It's something you build, one word, one sentence, one habit at a time. Now it's your turn. Choose one habit from today's lesson and start applying it right now. Speak out loud. Think in English. Listen every day and keep going even when it feels slow. Every minute you spend with English moves you closer to confidence and fluency. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and come back tomorrow, because real progress starts when learning becomes part of your life.